everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lottie, everything here is made with the Lottie Love. I have had a mad busy week, so the video that I was going to post isn't quite finished yet. And I really don't want my channel to be, I'm just going to post for the sake of it. I want to be proud of the things I post, and I want to make sure that you all enjoy what I post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I painted the background for a few ideas I've got coming up. And it's a beach scene. You may have seen it on my shorts already, because I made a little clean and simple card with it, with a photocopy of the painting I did. I'm just using watercolour paper, some liquid watercolours, some beach stamps from Creative Stamping magazine. Really simple, quick design, and at the end I give you a few tips on how to just keep creating from the one painting that you do make. So stay with me. I will be showing you what the end product, the real end product of this is going to be in another video coming up soon. But I am going to visit my mother and my sister and my brother, and they live hours away, so I need to get going and I haven't got time to edit and finish off my creation. So enjoy this video. It's very nice watercolor, calming, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Take care. So I've just sectioned off the paper here. That's the size of a 5x7 card. So what I've made it so that's the full length. So once I've finished painting this, then I can just trim it down to be a nice card topper. So what I'm going to do is whack on a really thick random layer of water just in the center, blob it on. Doesn't have to be any way. We're going to let the water do the work for us. Now I'm going to get a bit of ultramarine. And a little bit of cerulean. That reminds me of The Devil Wears Prada. Cerulean, however you say it. Stop talking. And then I've got a nice white. Excuse me, that was the paint. Okay. Now I'm going to get a slightly smaller brush. And because this is watercolour, I'm just going to dab on so that it gets nice and watery. I like the liquid watercolour because you can be as free with watercolour as you like, but it also gives you the kind of control that you get with acrylic paint. So there we go. I'm just gonna rub this on here like this and just let the water do the work for me. I'm gonna add some little darker bits randomly. Just gonna give it a bit of a it stops where the water was on the paper. And then I'm going to bring in, excuse me, I'm going to bring in the aquamarine. And again, just letting the water do the job for me. I'm just going to mix the two together. And just randomly, and if it looks like it's drying up a bit, just adding a little bit more water. And one last thing like this. Then I'm going to bring in some really watered down white to start with, as in watered down to start with. Actually, I do like it a bit thicker for this because I'm going to do some magic in a minute. So just layering this down. Doesn't matter if it mixes in. More. Now you could just leave that to dry the way it is, but I think that the magic happens when you do my technique. Of course, not my technique, I'm sure it's been done before. Then add a couple of dark lines just randomly. Yeah. And now, so now I'm going to get my heat gun. Move this out the way. And put it on that setting, the higher setting, and I'm just going to manipulate the paint in a really random fashion. If you hold your gun still on certain points, it kind of dries where you want it to dry. And it doesn't matter if it goes off the edge, you're trimming it down. Oh, now this one looks like it's going to work really well. I don't know what I did different there. Okay, and I'm going to leave it like that just to dry a bit more, and then I'll sort the rest out in a minute. As you can see, that's come out really, really well. All the different layers and like the foamy spray of the sea has really shown up on that. So I'm really happy with that. And then again, just blobbing some water on just up to the edge of here. And then really layering it on thick there. And again down here. Some extra. And then we're just going to get some yellow ochre. So a little blob will do. Then I'm going to thin this out with some water. Some thicker than other parts. And then again, just letting the water do the work for us. Some parts are drier than others, so it's going to come out darker. Again, just give it a bit of a maneuver, however you like. And again, whoops, no, it escaped, it escaped. I need paper. Very nearly would have messed up my, phew. Okay, so let's just dab that down. Saved. And now, and so back in with the heat gun. And we're just going to give it a quick dry. See how you can manipulate it back onto the paper wherever you want it to go, just so you can add a bit more colour depth and texture before it actually dries. See how you can manipulate it back onto the paper wherever you want it to go, just so you can add a bit more colour depth and texture before it actually dries. So that's how it's looking so far. And then I've got these metallic watercolour paints that I absolutely love. It's only a tiny little kit, tiny, but I'm going to use the blue and the opal and the darker blue. And I'm just going to add some tiny little shimmer marks around just to see how that looks. So I'm going to use a thinner brush, and I'm just going to make some random lines on the paper. Topic guide where I'm going to put these things. I'm going to come in with the really light blue one first. And I don't know if you can see that, but look how pretty. I'm just going to drop it onto the beginning of that line. And let the water again do the work for us. And then again, coming in with the darker one. Adding some watery lines. Maybe I won't. Let's see what this does. And I'm going to leave that one as it is because the speckles of the white are really showing up well on that. I don't know if the camera's picking that up very well, but it's just, it looks really good. So I'm going to leave that how it is and see how that dries. So today's one, I'm using Creative Stamping's magazine. Again, I think I'm late to the show again with this. Does it say? I think this is June's magazine, issue 135. But look at the stamps that it came with. How fun are these for, excuse me, for summer. So I'm going to get these out. Having some real trouble opening these things lately. The glue that these things have on them are brilliant. What's the glue, please? And you know, that's just to show you the backing of what's on there, but you can always cut these out, fussy cut these for the backgrounds already. So if I move this out of the way. So we've got Treasures of the Ocean, that beautiful turtle. Take time to relax. I always think that's important for everybody. The voice of the sea speaks to the soul. Lovely. Find a seashell is to find a world of imagination. I love it. And then any friends, fans out there, you're my lobster. He's your lobster. I love that. Seize the day. Very nice. And just some lovely, have a whale of a time. I just love these. And I think your I think this is just going to get my creative juices really going. That especially. You see that's the background with the, or the foreground even. So that I think I'm definitely going to use. And then sorry, hope it's crabby. Love that. So that was issue 135. I'm going to show you what I'm going to create with that now. And I'm going to show you a top tip of what to do with this now. Scan them. So I've got scans of the paintings so that I don't have to ruin the ones I've already made. I can cut these, see what things look like, put them against my paper, and then work out from there. And then I can use the actual beautiful hand-painted part. You can then also use whatever's left to make your, well, you can make other cards or other scrapbook pages with cut-offs, whatever you like, but just it saves you destroying the ones that you have already taken so long and painstakingly painted so beautifully. So here's just one of the options to use up the photocopied page. I used the photo paper here, I used the photo paper here, and I just trimmed it down so that it was nice and small and the best part of the painting, and I made my clean and simple card with it. So this is just an option, and I've still got a few copies to do with what I like. So just a couple of ideas, just an idea. And there you go, that was it. Really simple, really easy. You saw my clean and simple card at the end there, and you'll see what I'm going to make in a future video, which is going to be a summer photo album / scrapbook / whatever you want it to be. But I'm going to show you how to make a 12 by 12, and it's a really good way of using up the old cutting mats that you have if you have a Cricut. Fly. If you have a Cricut and you know the mats just get super dirty and sticky, they're not sticky anymore, and you just don't know what to do with them anymore, I've got a little thing coming up for you very soon, so stay with me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking the time to watch me. You don't know how much I appreciate you all and your kind comments and your constant love and affection, so thank you very much. And as always, I'll see you soon.